Hey guys, and welcome to my ASMR box. I'm not okay, you guys. I'm not okay. I don't know what it's called, but I'm having like past series depression. So I just got done. Okay, actually, I'm gonna tell you guys what this video is. This video is depression. No. Yes, actually. So today I found this kind of bag filled with like bracelet making stuff at my job the other day, and it was just like on the ground lying by itself. So I was like, hey, why don't I just make it? So is it stealing? No, because it was like no one's and it didn't have a price or a scan on it. So chill. Anyway, so just be warned, there might be some spoilers. There will be some spoilers from the K-drama True Beauty. So if you do want to watch that drama, watch the whole 16 episodes out right now and come back right to this video so that we can cry together, okay? Anyway, honestly, I don't even know if this is like for bracelet making. I just want it on the floor. Sorry, that was kind of loud. Okay. So yeah, no, I am absolutely effed up after the K-drama True Beauty, as I was talking to you guys about. I watched that entire drama in maybe 4 days, no, 3 days, I think, and it's about an hour and 15 minutes per episodes each, and there's 16 episodes. And the ending is just not right. I tell you, the ending is not right. Okay, sorry, I just need to untangle this whole mess. I actually, like, this is a representation of my life right now. Just me trying to find ways to be happy, me trying to find ways to succeed in college, me trying to not give up. Anyway. No, but, okay. This is not gonna make sense to anyone that hasn't seen the series that I'm mentioning right now. But honestly, like, you need to watch it. Like, it's mandatory. Like, you need to go watch True Beauty and then come back. There's 4 episodes available on the app Viki, Vika, no, Viki. And then there may or may not be a website called watchasian.in or .qr, I think, that may have some episodes on it, but it may or may not be true considering it's not legal, I think, because it's a streaming website. Anyway, you didn't hear this from me, okay? So, I think I should like cut this strand into, because it's like way too long and I'm not trying to have this much of bracelets. Actually, I could have like a giant bracelet. Let's not do that. Okay. So thankfully, I have some scissors over here, even though that wasn't planned. My whole bedroom is just a mess right now. So that's just representing even more how I'm doing mentally. But we're not going to get into that. Actually, kind of think we are. Okay, so wait, let's just measure my, this, I guess. Okay, so it's about over here, and I'm gonna make it a bit longer so I can close it. So maybe if I just cut it about here. Alright. Is this good? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So, alright. Now that everyone's gone, that hasn't seen True Beauty, unless you don't want to watch True Beauty, which, no, I'm kidding. I just judged all of you guys. The end. Sojun. I could literally cry about it right now. I'm like not even kidding. It heartbreaks me so much that he doesn't have a happy ending, you know? Like, why doesn't, like, literally, like, you see like Jukyung and Suo, yeah, I think it's Suo, finishing together, while Sojun that like was chasing I look like a mess. Jukyung doesn't even get anything, and he literally, oh my god, this is not making sense, and I'm so sorry. I'm just going through it. Although I said that I'm done. Also, this is not making sense. All right, so you might as well just fall asleep to this right now because this video is not making sense. I'm not the one comforting you guys. You guys need to comfort me. All right. Oh, this is kind of pretty. But is it as pretty? Okay, no, I'm kidding. I just start crying every second I get. Okay, wait, maybe I should like do a knot over here so that it closes the bracelet in advance so that I can just slid them all down there. Wow, love bracelet making. No, but I will never get over that ending. So, okay, I'm gonna put some context because some of you guys might be watching anyway, even though you didn't see the drama or just don't intend on watching the drama. So, basically, True Beauty is a series about a girl that basically gets, well, always her whole life has been told that, you know, she was ugly, you know, she always was like the outcast in her family. Same. I'm kidding. You know, like everyone was always complimenting her brother and sister for their looks, and then for her it was just kind of like, yeah, you know, I hope you better get like good studies or good grades, I guess. Anyway, so then she ends up transferring school because she was, well, actually it ended up happening that her family had some financial issues because of her dad, which we're not going to get into. You need to watch the series, all right? It's so good. All right, it's a thread, you know. Ooh. Where did it go? All right, I've got it, guys. So, okay, I think the knot is big enough so that it doesn't go overboard. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm doing with this. There's a shark. I'm like really confused, but we're just gonna go with the flow and we're gonna create something that is questionably fine. Me. Okay. Also, it's starting to split open near the ends, so this is becoming really hard to fit in the hole, which me, I'm kidding. Yo, what the hell? Okay, anyway. No, it's undoing itself. Stop. Okay. So yeah, she then transfers school because she was getting bullied, and it also happened, as I was saying, that her parents were having financial issues because of her dad, as I was saying. All right. So yeah, and then she, you know, she would get bullied, as I said, like her whole life, or she would get made fun of because of her looks. And she always had dreamed of being able to have the capacities of like changing her looks in like a heartbeat, you know, whatever the hell. So going into this, I thought that, oh wait, no, before any of this, she was like at a rooftop and she was about to, you know, but then as she was like, okay, let's not do it, then comes Suho. Dang it, I can't. Are you kidding me? Maybe if I, okay. Alright, actually I just told the entire life story of Im Ji-kyung, but we're not gonna get into that, alright? We're just gonna go straight up to what frustrates me about this series. Which, no complaints, because it's the best series I've ever seen of my entire life. Okay? And I don't know if I've mentioned this or not because I'm going kind of crazy right now. But I'm in the process of rewatching the whole series after getting done just last night. Literally 24 hours ago, I was probably just like crying over here. And here I am crying over here again. No. God. Yeah, no, what frustrates me, and it's not like something that frustrates me because of like the producers, it's like the characters, like what like kills me basically. Alright, I'm making a mess trying to just do a little bracelet. This is going really bad. But again, welcome to my ASMR box, where nothing is perfect over here. Lord. Alright, will it not fit in the hole? Did I just say that? Y'all did not hear anything. Oh, is it closed? What? Okay, it's not going through. We're gonna go for another one. So we have many options. You know what? Might as well just go for the shark. So, actually, it's broken, so never mind. Alright, so continuing on. Okay, let me just not tell the whole story. If you want to know the story, just watch the trailer. Okay. Yo, what is this? Whatever, let's put it in, I guess. I need like some like eyebrow twizzlers for this because it's not going through. Makeup clutch palette reveal tour. Okay, no. So, yeah, as I was talking, something that really fucking got to me, and sorry if I'm cussing, I'm gonna be cussing in this video, I guess. Oh my god. So, Suho and Sojong basically used to be friends, which in the series they'll later be friends. Sorry if I'm spoiling, but like, you stayed. Guys, it's not going through. Okay, well, let's just cut this off. So Sujun, like, right from the start, loved Injukyung, and so did Suo. But I feel like Suo and Injukyung were always just meant to be, right? But this whole time, Sujong just tries, and you know he can't get rid of his feelings. And as Injukyung's brother says, the main character basically, his brother says to him, because her brother is in love with his sister of Sujong. Anyway, this is like crazy. And you know, he says like, you know, the only thing I can do is just like try until I fall out of love or something like that to Sujong. And he's like, all right. And so then randomly, like, Suho, which Injukyung and Suho were dating, he needs to leave, I mean, for the United States because his dad just ended up being sick and he wanted to be there for him. Even though they priorly weren't really close. Anyway. So a month passed by and Suho and Injukyung break up, alright? Really getting my feelings again. So yeah, they break up and she's just like, bro, like, why? We could have just like worked this through. But I guess he wanted her to follow like her path and not have to think of him. And you know, he thought that it would be easier for them to be apart, so they were apart. Fuck. So then I think he asked Sujong to take care of her. But you know, Sojong still had feelings for her no matter what happened, you know, and no matter if he tried telling her, he still had feelings for her. So at one point, maybe 2 years later after they broke up, you know, Suho was still in the United States. So, you know, he's just like, all right, I don't remember how it goes. I'm gonna remember in a few, maybe tomorrow, when I get to episode 10. I'm like at episode 4 already. Ugh. This is awful for me because I need to concentrate on college. Anyway, right, making a bracelet. I'm not making the bracelet at all. Okay. So anyway, Sujong just trying to, get over his feelings from Im Ji Kyung. Um, After all of this time passes, and Suho is not coming back anyway. He's just like, all right, let me just take my shot. And he's thinking maybe I could get over it, or maybe this could actually work after all of this time. So I don't remember how it happens, but he asks her out for a date. Or I think they mistakenly kissed. Anyway, like when they were drunk. So, yeah, he was like, "Can I ask you for like 3 dates?" Like, he was like, "Give me a chance. Give me like 3 dates, and like see what happens from there." So then they just go on a date, and it's like kind of awkward at first because obviously she all of this time passes by and she still kind of has without really knowing it or acknowledging it, she still has a deep spot for Suo, which is still in the United States. Oh my god. So anyway, then this is so heartbreaking. For me at least. Oh my god, this is really not going through, huh? Come on. Oh my god, yes. Thank God. So anyway, after all of this time, they go out on dates, and I think it was like at their second date. I'm sorry. And then there was this thing where Suo and In Ji Kyung, where they were kids, they like hung out at this like library, right? So she told him that every time, like at the first snow, she would go like, I don't know where it is in Seoul or in Korea, I'm not sure, whatever. Like she goes, I think it's in Seoul that it's filmed. Anyway, she goes at the highest spot, and whoever wishes for a wish, I guess, their wish comes true. So, she just got out of a date, I guess, and she's feeling like shit. Same. So it's the first no, and she was at a convention store, I don't know. And so she was just like, you know what? Why don't I just go to the highest spot, So she takes a telepheric, I'm not sure what it's called. It's like one of those things, like one of those transports attached with a string. Sorry, I can't speak. I'm just like, my mind is like completely messed up. And so it just takes you from a lower spot to a taller spot, like attached to strings, if you know what I'm saying. They're most likely like located in like ski spots, I guess, but they're not like those like bench things. They're really like closed. Like, anyway, you get what I'm saying. So she goes off in one of those. Sorry, I can't speak. And sorry, I can't make the bracelet. This is not happening for me. So sorry. Yeah, no, she goes in, and so then when she reaches the top, she just sees a tall man, and she's like, "Suo," and then like the guy turns around, and it's not even him. So then she's just like, "Well, sorry, like mistook you for another person." So she stays, and maybe a couple minutes later, when she's about to leave, she forgot her ticket to go down. So she goes back to her bench, and oh my god, Suho is just like out there looking at the view, and she's talking to herself, and he turns around, and she's just like there. Anyway, let me looking messed up. Okay, so then he was like, Im Ji Kyung, and then she was like shocked, and she didn't know what to say. Anyway, so then she ends up leaving, and he runs after her, but she just left, from what I remember. I'm gonna get there probably in 2 days, okay? Anyway, so then maybe the next day she goes out on another date with Sujan, and Sujan now knows that he's back Suo, and he's just he does this heartbreaking thing where, he just lets his ego aside, and he's like, yo, Suo is about to leave for the United States tonight, like, you should go see him. Oh my god. And then she goes and sees him in his apartment, and she's like hugging him, sorry, I can't speak. I'm like, she hugs him and she goes like, don't leave, like, bro, like, you gotta stay. Like, I can't do this again, da da da. And so he was like, oh, I knew you missed me, da da da. And then he was like, but I'm not leaving. And she was like, or he was like, I'm not remembering every detail, but it went like, he was like, why did you think I was leaving? And she was like, oh, Sujin told me, or something like that, I don't know. And then he was like, I mean, he wasn't leaving, so basically you just see Sujin crying afterwards in the stairs, because basically, he just did what was best, which was leaving Lim Ji-kyung to go off to Suho. And she ended up, I mean, Suho was just like her for lifer, I don't know if that's what the cool kids say. But then it just cuts to the scene of like Sujung that is like crying in the stairs. So then I'm not really remembering everything that happened. But anyway, sorry. So then you just, a couple minutes later, maybe, this is so gross. Like, you just see how Sujun became like a K-pop idol, or his big debut in his career is like launching, and so he couldn't make it to Lim Ji-kyung's sister's wedding. Anyway, so then it ends. Well, it doesn't end on that scene, but the last scene you see of Sejong is just him debuting and singing this sad fucking song. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I really didn't mean. I'm trying not to. And he's singing this really sad song of that him, Suo, and the other guy that used to be a K-pop idol in that story that, ended up out of a parking lot building, I guess. And he sings the songs that they made together. And it's the last thing we see of him. And, she does his makeup because she always wanted to be a makeup artist. And she just goes to him and she goes to him, but, he's just like making jokes here and there, but you can literally tell that he still is like in love. But it's like so heartbreaking because it's like, how, like, I don't know, will he end up unattaching himself from her? It must be so hard for him to just like jump from all of those feelings after all of those years, trying so hard to like make this work, but it just doesn't, because she's in love with her best friend. Sorry, there's like someone above me. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like the person that's above me is leaving anytime soon, so we're just gonna continue on. Yeah, no, it's so sad. Like, he's just gonna start his idol career, which the whole storyline and just character growth of every single literal person in it, it's just so cool. Because I feel like you don't see a lot of character growths like that are that strong, I guess. Like, for an example, Sujin, that freaking, her best friend that turned her back on her, but then at the end, like, you see her and she, has moved on, and obviously she was not in a great household and mindset, so you just get it. And then, to see that they just like accept her back into the friend group at her sister's wedding is just crazy. Yeah, no, it's just crazy. Crazy life. At this point, I don't even know if I'm even gonna post this, because this is like, honestly, triggering. No, this is just embarrassing. um, but honestly, let me remove those sleeves because I'm sweating. This series taught me so much that, and I wasn't expecting it. I just got into K dramas recently. You know, I had obviously seen a few other K drama series before in the past, but I never really got deep into them as I did like in the past few weeks. But I have never seen any series like it. You know, it's crazy. It just I love the whole message behind that series. That is just like, you know, just wear stuff for yourself. Don't like put on makeup. You know, obviously put on makeup if you want to, but put on makeup for your own self and for your own confidence. You know, and if you don't feel like putting it on, just don't. You know, and don't change yourself for others. For other people will love you for just the way you are, and if they don't, then they're not meant to be in your life. You know. And I think that was like very inspiring because you don't really see that in a lot of series, you know. And the fact that, you know, both the boys, even though they saw her without the makeup, because it's kind of about that the whole series, they were just kind of like, yo, I don't care what she looks like without makeup. It's like, I love her just the way she looks like, you know. And it's like, they were talking. He was like, Sejun was like fighting back at her bullies, and he was like, I'd rather have someone look not decent, I guess, than someone with an ugly personality or something like that. And that was like so strong. So, like, I swear to God, this series like changed me as a person, which is like very unexpected, and I wasn't expecting it at all. But which is I think why I'm like rewatching it. Which rewatching it, I'm like seeing stuff that I didn't before, so it's kind of fun. Sorry, my mom's just like stomping upstairs. So cute. Is she coming back? No, she's not. Okay. Yeah, no, the character growth are just so good. Are they done? Can y'all just like sit in one position, please? Okay. No. And I also like the way that at first her mom was like, just like into her, you know, her daughter being into studies 24/7. But then she just told her, and she was like, you know, like, I want to go to beauty school. And at first she wasn't accepting at all. You know, she even tore her acceptance letter. But to see that, you know, when she saw that the reason why she was putting on makeup, and, you know, because she was getting bullied at her old school, and because it made her more confident, and just she was loving it as an art itself, and not just because she was transforming herself in a whole different person. When she saw that, you know, she was just like really accepting. She was like, you know, go for it, da da da. And she was like, I think that was like very inspiring because I kind of relate to that, having dropped out of college and, you know, not necessarily following the normal path. Right now I'm going back to college, which is like very hard on me because I don't even know if I'm doing it for myself, or if I'm gonna get kicked out in a few seconds. I don't know, because I did sign a probation law thing, paper, I guess, with the school, that if I didn't get good grades, they would just kick me out, which sucks. But again, it's like, is that a hidden opportunity to get kicked out? Because I mean, you know, your life isn't about studies, but at the same time, it really is. You know, going to college is a privilege in itself, but it's also not for everyone. And, you know, but that's the thing, like, I've never known what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. You know, I just find it hard to just pick one thing to do for for 40 years. You know what I mean? I think that not knowing what is ahead of you, to me personally, is like really intriguing, and I really love having the opportunity to, you know, do new things every day. But obviously that's not life, and, you know, we live in a society where money is running society. So like I can just be like, I'ma just live. I'm gonna go on vacations. It's like, no, obviously one day you're gonna be broke and da da da, you know. But yeah, no, it's really hard to be happy these days, and I'm not trying to be a drama queen. It's just like the truth. Being happy is like one of the hardest thing that's ever been in my life, at least. Hell, I can't even complete a bracelet. Okay. Honestly, F this bracelet. No, but yeah, life is really hard these days, and it's hard especially because tomorrow is the last day whether I can decide on my own if I want to drop out and like not have any consequences. And if I drop out after that, then it's gonna be the same thing that happened last year. But this time I have to like take another semester off. And I would start college again and I would be like 19 instead of 17. So it's really hard and really stressful. And so I'm sorry that you came for ASMR for comfort and you're just like getting like trauma like bombed at you, but I think that it's also important sometimes to get real and just talk about real stuff and not just like life is butterflies, because obviously like it's not, but it can be. And so I think that's why I should try to not be depressed, and maybe the fact that this series is over is good for me because I can finally focus on myself instead of focusing on this series. Which I'll still watch the entire thing again because I'm obsessed. But yeah, no, this series has taught me a lot, and it's really relatable in all aspects. And although I did tell you guys about a lot of things that were going on, you can still watch it. Honestly, there's a lot of things that I didn't tell you, and that you'll still like find yourself interested in it no matter what. Like I just wish I could forget this series so I could rewatch it again. You can forget that feeling. Like that's just been like all over my head. Like I'll be in the bus, I'll just be listening to like a song, and I'll be imagining like it's like a breakup song, and I'll be imagining like from their perspectives, like with the lyrics. Anyway, I'll just be I'm a mess. Well, although like this was a fail, thank you guys so much for coming to my ASMR channel, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this rant slash cry for help. And maybe next video I'll be better, or maybe next video I could do a no talking video because like shut the fuck up. I need to just zip it. But thank you guys. I really need to just like let those words out of my mouth because I've just not been doing well, and especially dealing with the end of the show. It's just a lot. And I've really grown to be attached. No, this outro is never gonna be done. I've really grown to be attached to those characters, and it's hard to just stop. It's as if like you're hanging out with someone for so long, and then they just aren't there anymore. They just like disappear. They just vanish, and it's like, whoa, I have nothing left of them. And as much as I would want a season 2, a lot of people are like, oh, we need a season 2 where she actually dumps Suho and ends up like with Soonjoon, just like in Love Alarm on Netflix. But honestly, I'm really like, it makes sense that it ends here. It just saddens me that he ends up like straight up after a heartbreak going into like the K-pop idol career in general, because I feel like with depression, like a lot of, I don't know, I haven't lived it so I can't tell you, but for a lot of artists, not only in like the K-pop world, but it's a hard thing to have, have like lots of attention on you 24/7. And I just hope that the character finds someone that truly will love him the way he would have loved Im Ji-kyo. Anyway, I really need to leave. It's getting, well, who cares about the time, right? Because whatever, I don't have college tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really sad, and I hope that one day I'm not gonna be depressed, and I hope that you guys are doing great too. You can always DM me on Instagram if there's anything. I can try my best to help you out. Maybe I can just like read it, and that's, I don't know, I can like respond, I don't know, whatever. Bye guys, thank you for coming. I'm really sorry this is ending the way that it's ending. But you guys signed up for this. Alright, good night, good day, good morning, good